Good morning. It is, I think, January 10th. What day is it? It's the 11th. Oh my goodness. We're already the 11th of January, guys. That's wild to me. Today, we are just going to do a quick little rundown talking about the first full week of January for me at least. I am back to work full time and I feel fantastic about it. It's snowing. I didn't realize we were supposed to get snow today. That's kind of cool. There's also a little squirrel just eating a peanut on the fence. He's huge. All right, back to it. Squirrel brain, really bad there. This week, so yeah, first full week back at work, I got upgraded from a cleanup position to running one of our can stacker operators for the label line, and I feel pretty good about that. I caught on within 2 days, and on the third day I was by myself and I actually trained somebody else on it, so that made me feel really good. I'm also freaking exhausted. The amount of up and downs and squatting and everything that I'm doing right now at work, I barely even need to work out at home. I hit my 10,000 step goal. Actually, I went way over Monday and Tuesday. Monday I did 28,000 steps. Tuesday I did 32,000 steps. And then I think it was 18, 17, and then 18.5 thousand again. And then yesterday I took the day off and I only hit 7,500 steps, but I feel like the rest of the week kind of made up for it. And I will do my steps today and get caught up on that. But I did manage to do crocheting 5 days of the week, between January 1st and the 11th. So that's not as good as I wanted, but it's good enough. So I've worked on 3 projects, and one of them is a continuous project that I actually had to go and buy something else for today from the dollar store. But the first 2 projects that I did, and I actually started the year off with these, was just kind of giving my headphones some little accessories. These ones are bear ears. They're so cute. And I just free-handed these, which I'm not sure, if you're a crochet person, you can tell these are free-handed and not followed a pattern because they're not even. But I don't care. It was super cute and I really just loved this. This did not use as much of the yarn as I was hoping for, but this yarn I followed into my long-standing project that I'm working on right now. So I did get a little bit of a skein, a ball of freaking yarn, okay? However you want to pronounce it, it's a ball of freaking yarn. So I got a little bit of that ball of yarn done for this. Super proud of that. And then this ball of yarn I actually did finish. This was a really fun, and they're 3D and squishy. They're little devil horns, and these ones are my headphones for my computer. They're super wonky, and I love them. I like them. They're very fun, and I feel like a little gremlin when I play my video games. This one I did use basically the entire ball of yarn. There was literally just a little scrap nugget of yarn that just went into my scrap container. But so one full ball of yarn, it's not actually a full ball of yarn. The yarn that I was using there was the tiniest little bit, but I managed to not have to play yarn chicken for this project, which is awesome because usually I do end up playing yarn chicken. But she looks cute, she's squishy, and it's really fun to play video games when I'm playing Infinity Nikki, which, if you don't know, it is the girliest little game ever. Anytime anybody asks me, I'm it's the anime version of the Barbie My Style game that if it's showing my age there, okay? The Barbie My Style game, which was the first computer game I ever played when I was super younger, mixed with Skyrim, but in anime. So you literally just get to run around, create the cutest little outfits, and pet some animals, collect your bugs. It's fantastic, and it's a great game. It's free, by the way. Your girl loves a bargain, and when I tell you, I've already put 76 hours into this game, and it's free. I've actually put more time into a free game than I have into almost any of my paid games, which is wild to me. But your girl loves a bargain, okay? So I'm having a blast, and I'm not even a quarter of the way through the game or the main story. There's so much to it. But so I get to look like a little cutesy little devil while I play my cutesy little games. So 2 projects, very cute. I do have one more pair of headphones. It's another workout headphone. Like my first purple pair that I showed are for when I do like my walks and my workouts. So I have another pair that's pink, and I just haven't decided what I want to do with those. I was throwing out ideas with maybe doing like a floral design, so we'll see. But, so 2 pairs of headphones have been decked out. 2026 is my year of crochet projects, and I'm doing pretty good. Don't mind my clothing rack of things that are drying. I am getting stuff cleaned and ready to go to consignment because I just have way too much clothes still, and too much of it just doesn't fit me. I'm holding on to clothes from when I was like a 3X and a 4X. I am an XL to a double XL right now at best, so I don't know why I've been holding on to all of this. Like my strawberry coat, don't get me wrong. She did me so good, and I love her, and I cherished every memory in her. But I am swimming in her. And it's time for somebody else to enjoy the strawberry shortcake vibe, okay? But I will actually, there's a couple things over here. I have a question for any of you who watch my YouTube that could potentially help me with. But my 3rd to 5th crochet projects have been my own personal little flower bouquet that I've been making. I truly have not, like, I have been trying to make these flowers kind of like my wisteria flowers, so I kind of do the same pattern for it, but instead of increasing every 5, I've literally been doing like a third of it as 3s, a third of it as 4, and then a third of it as 5, instead of doing like 5 3 5 4 5 5 5 6 5 7s. It's a process, and if you actually want to learn more about it, I do have a video up. I think I posted it a couple weeks ago of finishing it and like how I was doing the flowers and the vines. So if you're curious and want a more in-depth, I love how I'm pointing it to it as if you can actually really see it, but you can't. You can see like the corner of it, but that's it. But yeah, if you want to actually know how I was doing the flowers, there's a video for the back. But I made 3 of them so far. So this is the same yarn that I did my bear ears with. And then this is a different yarn. I hate the texture of both of these yarns in my hands, which is why I basically tried to pick the easiest thing I could use with them. This one especially is disgusting. It actually gave me rug burn while I was doing this. So I haven't made any more of these ones yet, but I need to make more. And hilarious as it is, I had paper straws, and if you know, you know, paper straws suck. Okay, I will, if I have a choice, I'm not using a paper straw. I will just sip it out of the cup. I'll take the lid off, okay? But I also have metal straws that I bring everywhere with me, so I don't need the paper straws. But I take them for projects like this. So the stems are just a yarn wrapped, like, and glued paper straw, but they aren't tall enough. Like, I want, as of right now, I'm just using a mason jar. But when I set them in, obviously, they don't really leave room for me to put leaves on the stems. So what I did was this morning I went out and I bought wooden dowels so that I could make bigger ones. But I could also, like, chop them down a little bit if I need to. But I also saw somebody did, like, the fluffy, like, wheat decor. So I wanted to try that because I thought that was really cute, too. So I'm going to do some of these with like fluffies. I'm going to do more flowers, and I need to do some leaf stems, which I'm also going to try and utilize some of my wire. So not a whole lot, but it's going, okay? I'm hoping to get this green yarn used up with this project as well, and I should get both of these used up, and depending on how many of these I make, maybe I'll make some for friends or something. I don't know, but I am having a great time making my own flowers. It's very cute. I don't get flowers very often. I actually think it's been like over 5 years since I've gotten flowers. But actually, yeah, it has. It'll be 5 years since I've gotten flowers in, I think, April, when my kitty died during COVID. I got 2 bouquets. One from my friends and one from my bio mom, who I am no longer in contact with. But either way, I was given 2 bouquets when my cat died, and I feel like I need a permanent bouquet because I don't get them, and I'm craving flowers in my life. So we're making our own flowers that will not die or wilt on me, even though I love to dry out my flowers. I just don't have the space for it right now. So these have been the projects, and I will continue to make these until I decide what else I want to do. Ooh, but I did kind of cave, and I treated myself when I went to the dollar store this morning. I found yarn that's metallic and super colorful, and immediately I was sat there thinking that would make such a gorgeous summertime dress, or like a top, or like a beach cover. Either way, I bought 2 balls because I didn't know how much I would need for the projects that I'm thinking. So I bought 2, and there was 2 more, so if I decide I need to go back and get 2 more, I will. It was $4.50 a ball, so $9 for the 2, which I think is really good. It's acrylic and polyester, which everybody else is like, oh, I love cotton, etc. I actually hate working with cotton yarn. The cotton yarn is what is on these. It's this green that is on here. It's disgusting in my hands. That's a me issue, not a cotton issue, but that's a me issue. So I will almost always end up going for acrylic if I can. And these were acrylic, and they're sparkly and they're colorful, and I love them. So 2 of them came home with me, and I'm not mad about it. This is the year I figure out crochet, and I decide that I want to make more stuff, and I want to make colorful glittery stuff. So if you have a problem with that, they can fight me. I don't care. But I did also, like, one of my goals for 2026 was that I'm not buying any clothes unless it actually like needs a replacement, which as of right now I have no need for any replacement. I am stocked to the T. Like, I could probably wear half of my clothes to holes, throw those clothes out, and I would still have enough clothes to have a full wardrobe. So I don't need to buy anything, but I do love the delayed gratification of making my own clothes. I spent 75 hours in October making a cardigan, and I love it, although I'm very disappointed that I don't like to wear it. It's a gorgeous sweater. The colors are perfect. I made the sleeves all of like 2 centimeters too short, so it is a sensory nightmare for me when I wear them. They sit like quite literally right below my Fitbit, and to me that is uncomfortable and freaks me out, so I don't like to wear it. But I'm trying to figure out a way that I can still wear it without having to take the cuffs off and add more to them. But that's on myself for not measuring better. It was my first clothing project, and that was kind of what happened. I didn't measure my arms good enough. Great. But this one will not require sleeves. So I already kind of have an idea of what I want to do with these. Now I just have to find myself elastic thread, because I know I'm gonna need some elastic thread for some of the projects that I have coming up, because I have some crochet tops I want to do. I have some vests I want to do. I would like to try and make pants. That would be so cool, because my bonus mom and stepdad also got me 6 massive balls of yarn, and I'm obsessed. They got me 2 blue, 2 yellow, and 2 gray, and I already have a really fun idea to use. I'm hoping at least 1 ball of each. It probably won't actually even be 1 whole ball. It'll probably end up only being like a quarter of each of those balls, because the balls are like the size of my torso. They're fantastic. But either way, I have a new project here. I have projects there. I have more flowers to make. And I've also taken on the liberty of dissecting some of my knitted sweaters that I've bought. I found out that you have to actually check to see if it is machine like put together or how they do it. So I have to go and make sure that I can actually take them apart without having to do like 1,000 fucking knots to get each row into a ball of yarn. Either way, I have at least 2 sweaters that I need to do that too. And I believe I have 3 more. I have an orange cashmere one, which I really don't like the orange color, but I'm going to figure out something to do with it. Then I have a black wool one, which I'm also going to have to try and figure out. I don't know. But either way, we're figuring things out, and I'm dissecting sweaters and stuff that I own so I can spend less money on yarn, but still have more fun. But, yeah. But now, okay, so my question for back here. Any of you fashion people, I obviously washed my vest. How do I fluff this back out? It is like that gross washed fluffy texture now, and I don't want to wear it. Honestly, it's disgusting. I hate the feeling of this, but when it was soft and fluffy, like when it was fluffed out, I didn't mind it. So how do I fix that? Okay, fashion people of the internet, how do I fix the fluffy? What do I do? What brush do I use? Can I use my cat brush, like the wire one? Can I just use a regular hairbrush? I don't know. Apparently I have brown fluff in it anyways. But like, this is so cute. She's cutesy. And she has pockets. I don't know if you said that. There's pockets. So I need to make her pretty again. But if you have a suggestion, please somebody let me know, because I really want. I have this one. The cow skirt might need it done too. And then I have the black hooded one here. Also ended up coming out like this. And I thought this happened in the dryer, so that's why I hung them up. But apparently it happens in the washer too. So I don't know. But yeah, so that was kind of a first week of January catch up. First 11 days of January catch up. I'm going to go make myself some soup for the week. Shower, wash my hair, give myself a nice facial treatment to get rid of all of these. I went to the grocery store today with my pimple patches on. No shame. No shame. I don't care. I feel like 2026 is my era of not giving a crap what people, especially strangers, think of me. And yeah. I also went to do groceries like during church time, so there was only like 10 other people in the store, so it was very nice. But I hope you guys have a lovely second week of January, and I will see you guys again next Sunday. Love y'all. Bye.